What if a truly terrible, life-altering body odor was actually the key to unlocking a major medical secret? Well, that's exactly the incredible story we're diving into today.
And look, this isn't just some hypothetical what if. For some people, this is a daily reality, all because of an incredibly rare metabolic disorder. And to really grasp its importance, we have to start with the human side of the story.
Socially debilitating. I mean, just let that phrase sink in. That's how doctors describe this condition. Because the problem isn't just the odor itself, it's everything that comes along with it. The psychological and social fallout is what's truly devastating. We're talking about years, sometimes decades of suffering, isolation, and being totally shut out from work and social life.
So what is this condition? Well, it's formally known as Fish Odor Syndrome, or by its scientific name, trimethylamine. In a nutshell, it's a condition where the body just can't break down a specific chemical compound that comes from the food we eat.
So, what's the source of all this chaos? It all comes down to one single, tiny molecule.
Okay, let's get into the science here. We're about to meet the biological culprit behind this whole condition.
At the absolute heart of the problem is a molecule called trimethylamine, or TMA for short. Now, this isn't some strange chemical. It's produced by the bacteria in our gut when we digest perfectly healthy foods, things like fish, eggs, and beans.
Normally, our bodies are like a well-oiled machine. After our gut bacteria make this smelly TMA, our liver sends out a secret weapon, an enzyme called FMO3. You can think of it as our body's own internal deodorant. Its job is to grab that smelly molecule and transform it into something totally odorless that we can easily get rid of. But for people with this syndrome, that whole process breaks down. Their FMO3 enzyme is faulty, so that stinky TMA builds up and up until it's released through their sweat, breath, and urine.
So the big question is, why is the enzyme faulty in the first place? Well, the problem isn't really the enzyme itself, it's the instruction manual, the gene.
That's right, Fish Odor Syndrome is a genetic disease. And to put it simply, for the condition to actually show up, a person has to inherit two broken copies of the FMO3 gene, one from their mom and one from their dad. And get this, scientists have found over 40 different genetic errors, or mutations, that can basically shut this crucial FMO3 enzyme down. And it was right here, while digging into these very mutations, that researchers stumbled onto something absolutely unexpected.
This is the key moment in our story. This is how the study of such a rare disease managed to completely flip an idea that scientists had considered a fact for years. You're going to find this fascinating.
You see, for a long time, everyone thought they knew how the FMO3 enzyme worked. All the lab studies, what we call in vitro, they all showed that its activity just slowly and gradually increased from birth all the way to adulthood. It made total sense. Except, it was completely wrong. Because when scientists started studying this in vivo, in actual living people, they discovered the complete opposite was true. The enzyme's activity doesn't just gradually increase. No, it explodes in early childhood and then comes back down.
And just look at how massive that explosion is. At around 2 years old, a child's FMO3 enzyme activity is nearly 3 times higher than a full-grown adult's. This was a total shock to the scientific community. Nobody saw this coming.
So right about now, you might be thinking, okay, that's a cool fact, but why does it matter to me if I don't have this syndrome? Well, this is where this discovery becomes absolutely crucial for everyone.
It turns out our little internal deodorant enzyme, FMO3, has another major job. It's not just taking care of smelly molecules. It also plays a critical role in metabolizing, or processing, a huge number of common medications. And we're not talking about a few obscure ones either. We're talking about everything from powerful cancer therapies and drugs for rare diseases, to common antifungals, and even some antidepressants. The proper functioning of this one enzyme is vital for a massive number of patients. So here's the crucial point, the big takeaway. We've now discovered that children are not just small adults. Their bodies process certain drugs in a completely different way, and it's largely because of this superactive FMO3 enzyme. This is an absolute game changer for pediatric medicine.
And that brings our entire story full circle. By studying a rare disease, all prompted by a very unusual odor, scientists ended up uncovering a fundamental truth about human biology that has incredibly far-reaching implications.
It's the perfect demonstration of the idea that studying the rare can in fact save the many.
It just goes to show that investigating these medical mysteries, no matter how obscure they might seem, is an incredible engine for scientific progress.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other incredible secrets are just waiting to be found, hidden inside rare conditions we don't even understand yet? And what's going to be the next groundbreaking discovery that comes from where we least expect it?